What's unfolding in the NFL right now feels less like a sports story and more like a Hollywood thriller. What began as whispers of favoritism and questionable coaching decisions in Cleveland has erupted into one of the most shocking scandals in professional football history. A conspiracy so vile, so deliberate, that it has completely reshaped how fans, analysts, and even league executives view the Cleveland Browns organization. For weeks, people had sensed something wasn't right. Rookie quarterback Shedeur, arguably the most hyped rookie since draft night, was being treated in ways that defied logic. Despite his electric playmaking and natural leadership, he was constantly benched, stripped of reps, and overshadowed by veterans who couldn't deliver. Fans who questioned these decisions were dismissed as conspiracy theorists. But when a 47-second audio clip surfaced on social media, everything changed. That brief, grainy recording sent shockwaves through the sports world, exposing the underbelly of corruption that had festered behind closed doors. The voice on the tape was unmistakable: Kevin Stefanski, the head coach himself. Calm, calculated, and completely unapologetic, he laid out a plan not just to limit Sanders' development, but to bury his career entirely. "If Shedeur plays, the veterans will revolt. We keep him benched no matter what," Stefanski allegedly said, his tone as cold as steel. That wasn't just a tactical decision, it was a declaration of sabotage. And as more of the clips spread, the scope of the deceit became clear. Assistant coaches could be heard agreeing, strategizing how to make it look as though Sanders was getting opportunities, when in reality, they were intentionally keeping him sidelined. They discussed manipulating practice reps, game plans, and even the media narrative, all to keep a young quarterback from succeeding. The internet exploded. Within hours, ban Stefanski and justice for Shedeur dominated Twitter. Millions of fans demanded answers. Talk shows went live, emergency podcasts dropped, and even mainstream news outlets broke from regular programming to cover the unfolding chaos. ESPN's Stephen A. Smith delivered one of his most emotional rants ever, calling Stefanski a liar, a manipulator, and a disgrace to the game. Shannon Sharpe, a longtime ally of Coach Prime, added fuel to the fire, saying Stefanski messed with the wrong family. The Sanders name, after all, isn't just another football lineage, it's royalty. Deion Sanders is a living legend, and his son Shedeur represents the future. So when the recording hit the league office, Deion didn't just make calls, he demanded justice. Commissioner Roger Goodell responded with a swiftness and severity that stunned everyone. He personally listened to the tape, conferred with legal counsel, and issued a lifetime ban on Kevin Stefanski just 11 hours after the leak. 11 hours. No drawn-out investigation, no appeals, just decisive judgment. The official NFL statement cited conduct detrimental to the integrity of the league and declared Stefanski permanently barred from any NFL role. The reaction was seismic. Legal experts questioned whether Goodell had the authority to issue such an immediate ban, while fans praised his boldness. For many, it was the first time in years the NFL had acted with moral clarity. Inside the Browns facility, the atmosphere was apocalyptic. Players learned about their coach's firing through a mass text message. Some cheered, some cried, others just stared blankly at their screens. One lineman admitted, "We all knew something was off. The audio just proved it." For months, they'd watched as Sanders was humiliated and sidelined, all while pretending everything was fine. Now the truth had detonated in their locker room. Soon after, Browns owner Jimmy Haslam took the podium beside Shedeur Sanders himself. Pale, exhausted, but resolute, Haslam issued a public apology that few owners in any sport would dare make. "We failed," he admitted. "We betrayed the trust of our players and our fans. But today that changes. Shedeur Sanders is our quarterback, our leader, and our future." The visual, billionaire owner and wronged rookie standing shoulder to shoulder was iconic. Yet beneath the apology was a haunting question. How deep did this conspiracy go, and who else knew? General Manager Andrew Berry released a statement claiming ignorance. He insisted he had no idea any of this was happening and would have acted immediately had he known. But few believed him. After all, how could a GM be unaware of a systematic campaign of sabotage within his own building? League investigators have already begun digging through emails, texts, and internal communications to uncover the truth. Rumors suggest the plot extended beyond Stefanski. that it was an open secret among several staff members who have since been placed on leave or quietly dismissed. Amid the fallout, the Browns scrambled to restore stability. Veteran defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz was promoted to interim head coach, promising a new era of honesty and accountability. "We're here to coach football," he told reporters. "Sanders is our quarterback. End of story." His words were a breath of fresh air in a locker room long poisoned by deceit. The players responded with relief, some even describing the mood as liberating. For the first time, the team had clarity, direction, and a sense that fairness might finally return to their field. But the biggest mystery remains: who leaked the tape? Some believe it was a whistleblower inside the coaching staff, disgusted by the injustice. Others think a player secretly recorded the meeting as proof of what they'd all suspected. More conspiratorial voices whisper that the leak came from the top, that ownership or front office figures intentionally released it to justify firing Stefanski without paying out his massive contract. No one knows for sure, and the league isn't saying. All that's certain is that the leak was devastatingly effective, and yet, questions linger. Did Goodell act out of moral duty or PR panic? Would the league have been as decisive if this had involved a lesser-known player? Critics point out that the Sanders family brings enormous cultural and financial value to the NFL. Protecting their brand also protects the league's image and revenue. Maybe Goodell's actions weren't purely about justice, maybe they were about optics. Still, even skeptics admit the outcome was right, regardless of motive. Stefanski's corruption has been exposed, Sanders' career resurrected, and the league's message is clear. Manipulating a player's future is no longer just unethical, it's career suicide. In the end, this isn't just about the Browns. It's a cautionary tale for every team, every coach, and every front office executive in professional sports. The days of hiding behind closed doors, of playing politics with young athletes' careers, are over. The shield must be protected, and for once justice, however messy, has prevailed. Hey everyone, if you've made it this far, you already know this story is just getting started. What do you think? Was the punishment too harsh, or did the NFL finally do the right thing? Was this about justice, or was it all about protecting the league's image? Let me know your thoughts down below.